Welcome to another episode of Vida de ASOD. This is my biography, this is my story, this is my life. Last week, we talked about the fact that I was going to have a younger sibling. Wow, marvelously cute little boy that was coming to the world, right? Yes, I was going to have a brother, and fortunately, he came. He came, now I have another partner in adventure. Why I was while I was growing up, that's with my younger brother. I think when he became around 2 and I was about 4, we go to school together. We come back together. Sometimes my dad comes to pick us, and sometimes he leaves us in the hand of someone to bring us home. Now, in those times, you know, I taught him how to, he's always wanting to be around me. So when I'm about to go for my adventures in the streets, we go along together and we just play around. And we have this uncle who's a neighbor, Mr. I call him, then we normally call him Mr. Booty. Yes, we call him Mr. Booty. He's very handsome and he's well known with the children in the area. So we're kind of his favorite children. And in the front of the house there's like a mango tree. Is it mango? A cashew tree. So he plucks cashew for us, and we eat and laugh. All our clothes are stained with cashew acid. You know, and we normally have fun. But my mom normally complains about us, just disappearing from the house when she's asleep. That's our cue. The moment she sleeps off, we out the door. So that's how my younger brother and I were growing up. And then we also had my father's friend, Mr. Tai. We are always very happy to see that man because he always come bearing gifts. There was a time he went to Jerusalem and he brought lots of gifts for us. And then I think that was the first time I had the foreign socks. So he bought some good socks for us then, and normally calls my younger brother Fulani because he's very beautiful or cute as they may call it. And he just behaved kind of different from me. I'm all the fun going, and you know but he just calls my brother a different name. So technically, that season where he comes to visit, most of the time my dad is not around because he works outside the states. I think then we were in the states, Benue State, in the city of Makodi, and my father was in the north, Adamawa State in Yola. So he works there, and the distance is very far. So we go to see him on holidays and stuff like that. We go to visit him, and it's fun to visit him. I'm going to tell you next week about the time where we visited him. I was in primary school then. We visited him, and now, if you're enjoying my story, if you're enjoying this story, give us a like, give us a comment, and also subscribe to this channel so you can always know whenever I release another episode of the story.